Hey, what's good? It's your guy Cash Williams of Dope TV. Welcome to Cash Talk. That's right, man. This is just my personal pod. Things that I've been thinking, things outside the industry, sports, entrepreneurship, different topics in the black community and outside of the black community. All around dope conversations. I just thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tapping in. And like that, we gone. Let's get to the conversation. It's a lot to talk about, man, with 22,
Yeah,
man.
it's a lot,
So,
you know what I mean, a lot going on with the YSL,
yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff going on, period, man. I think it's stuff going on now with the artist out Boston Richie. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this real quick, bro. Just your perspective, and you know what I mean, you ain't really got to touch on too much, but like from Boston Richie to like, you know, all these like so-called members of YSL, like the whole thing with them allegedly snitching and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like do you feel like it's just a good move? Do you feel like this is the norm? Like you think people just do this and it's blown out of proportion because the media is involved, or is this really like unheard of? Cause it's not. This ain't like rap and hip hop back in the '90s and early 2000s. So.
Nah, I think it's something that's common and going a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even you know what I mean, in the prison institution, they're going a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, a lot of the masses, like civilians and stuff like that, is not privy to a lot of stuff. But this stuff going a lot, man. It's, you know, people get deals and get in a certain situations they can't get themselves out of. So I think a lot of this stuff is common. I just think it's a spotlight on a lot of stuff that go on now. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just the information out there. It's a lot of stuff presentable now than it wasn't in the past. But I think it's common, man. Especially nowadays, Young Thug, man, he at least gonna do. He gotta do like 25. He probably do like 30 years or something like that.
Man,
he ain't coming home no time soon, man. It's too much. I mean, it's a lot of deals that people taking, and it's just he up against it, man. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
he's up against it.
So here's my thing. Like I've been hearing a lot of I've been seeing comments too where people be like, "Oh, it's a state. It ain't the feds. Like he'll be home before you know it. Like this is a state. They ain't gonna beat that."
It's a state thing, but the feds could pick it up. They could pick that up, so he could beat. Because the same thing happened to I keep hitting this mute button. The same thing happened to I don't know if the dude name is Prince. With the Supreme Team. Like the same thing kind of happened with him, where he kind of won. State-wise, he kind of like won. I don't know all the particulars, you know what I mean, all the stuff, the statutes and stuff like that going on with that situation, but I know the feds wound up picking up something in that case. But it's the same thing with Young Thug. He can beat all of that stuff, the state, as far as the state, but next you know the feds could come in and then they'll seize all them little assets he got, all that stuff like that. And then next thing you know, he in a federal situation, because I guarantee you this gonna get picked up by the feds, because he got that I think he got something in there with guns and you know, I think he a modified gun being a switch. So it's like that's real big. So that shit carry like 10 years to 20 years.
A lot of youngins is doing that, man. You know. Yeah. You know, all these little modifications, the switches. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like it's under the same statute as a ghost gun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're just modifying it.
It's kind of like remember back in the day when the hollow tips was real big.
Yep.
It's I mean, you know, it's kind of like that. I would say, you know what I mean? And they be having, you know, they had the Glocks and then they had them little hollow tips and
yeah, they do damage.
Yeah. Now they went from that to the switches. So, you know, it's all destructive at the end of the day, to be real.
Yeah, they definitely don't want them. Like, they don't want them out. I'm telling you right now, like, the government don't even want them. They don't want nothing to do with that. That's that shit.
So you think I guess we can't say none of this stuff is falsified. like, you know, the court proceeds the court proceedings, right? We all could see that. That's public information. And I mean, from what I can gather from all of this, bro, is they just built a case. They built a huge case, and you know, the people that he was around, they really ain't doing nothing to help his situation, which is sad and unfortunate. You know what I mean? If he had all them people and he was feeding all them people and helping them feed their family, and that's just crazy. You know, that's, people talk about nasty work. That's nasty work. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's what that RICO thing is designed to do. That is designed to just rip up the whole infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it's designed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people getting the shit like that, and you ain't like mafia, or you ain't in the mob, or you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Even with the mob, that type of shit, break up, dismantle like portions of the mafia. That's what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
So you the head guy at the top, so they gonna do what they can. Like you going down with them, or you know what I mean? Or you gonna
tell.
You gonna plead out? Yep. That's
how they want it. Basically, what they doing right now is just you know, they testing him. They testing his chin as well.
Yeah.
They already had, pretty much, you know what I mean? You know how the story go. They already had rats on the inside anyway. Yeah. Let's just be real, man.
That's how you get. That's how they start them RICO cases, man. All that shit come from within. Wiretaps and all that stuff like that, man. It's gonna be hard, man. It's like I said, a lot of our culture and the hip hop culture is not built like the Sicilians and all that stuff like that. Like, infrastructure is not like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
this is the thing too. This is the thing I'll be pointing out. Well, I like to point out about the you know, about them other organizations and stuff.
Yeah.
Is what you said. They got an infrastructure. They got a country. Like, they was tapping back into, they was going back to Italy and you know, Cuba and, you know, whatever organization. Like, they have they whole they got maybe not their government, but they got well, sometimes they do. You know what I mean? Like the cartels and stuff, like some of them. So they got a country backing them. It's not the same thing.
A CIA agent spoke on it. He said they took down the head dude over there, and the next day, the next dude was in Payland.
Yeah. It's a continuation. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but it's like these hip hop, it's not configured like that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know what I mean? And then I think it's big because it's over for that area, Cleveland Avenue over there, like Atlanta, like that whole little section over there is that stuff done up. I mean, because they mentioned all that. I think one of the dudes, they asked them, Cleveland Avenues, that's where y'all guys did all that. So it's
yeah, everybody got to get out the way. The whole, whatever little, everything, all of that's dismantled.
Yeah, everything is done, man. You know what I'm saying? Record labels, man, they got to start being held accountable for shit like that, man. That's another thing.
But like, how? All right, that's my whole thing too. Like, how would they even be held accountable? You know what I mean? Because they kind of, it's almost like you remember like the you know, the Bad Boy era, the Suge Knight, Death Row, Rockefeller, you name it, they had representation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even, and they were, you know, kind of independent from, or, you know what I mean, they were imprints of a bigger label. But even the big label heads came down and it was like, oh no, like, this is my guy. This is what we doing. You don't really see that. Nah. Especially like well, you know what I mean, you can't really say empire. I don't want to say no names. I'm not going to say no names, but, you know.
Nah, I think what made it worse was Kevin Lyles spoke on Young Thug's behalf. You know what I'm saying? And he mentioned that it wasn't a gang, and YSL is not a gang, and he put his reputation on the line, man. So, you know, Kevin Lyles put his whole reputation on the line, And it's just unfortunate that, you know, a lot of the guys, they folded, you know, the way they did because, you know, you got a big record exec putting his name out there like that. You know what I mean? And for them guys to, you know, go out like that or admit, you know, to, you know, the guilt, it's just bad. And I feel like that's what kind of sealed it. I feel like that's what how I feel like the record label should be held accountable, because you got a record exec that came down and put his name on the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Man, shout outs to Lyles, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's that doesn't happen often. Not too often. No. So remember remember when C kept getting in trouble and Jay was like, nah.
Yeah. Dame you know, Dame came out and I think showed his representation. Dame Dash.
Yeah.
In that situation, but yeah, man, you can't keep getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, but
all right, we're gonna switch it real fast though, man. Back to BattleRap. I think it's a lot to be excited about.
Hell yeah.
And on the flip side of that, I think it's a lot if you somebody who been watching Smack from the DVD era and you know all the other DVDs was out there, Sub-Zero and you know stuff like that. You could be, I don't know, you know what I mean? You could feel a certain way. You could be pissed off about a lot of the things that's going on. BattleRap matured. It's damn near up there with boxing now. You know what I mean? As far as how they got it set up with the pay-per-view events and stuff like that.
And how they set it up. How they set up the matches. Set up like boxing.
Yeah. I would say 2 and 2, boxing and wrestling. Like promotional wise, I would say they, you know, but you know, WWF and Vince McMahon, they was excellent at promoting and stuff like that, man. They knew how to promote a match. But
facts.
Right. I don't know, like what you think about, you know, everything that's going on, like.
I like them the Easy the Block Captain and Hitman. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Easy ain't tied up in no contract that he can't get out of.
Big battle. That's battle of the year. That's going to happen this year, right?
Yeah, at Remy Ma event.
Yeah.
Chrome 23.
I saw Remy talking about that.
Yeah. Remy event. You know what I mean? New league owner. You know what I'm saying? So she was able to get Easy the Block Captain and Hitman. You know, Hitman ain't in no contract, ain't bound to no contract. Neither is Easy. So, you know what I mean? As you can see, Easy battled on Stage League against Big T.
Yeah. Smart move by him, too. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was thinking that or, you know, you got to move strategic. So I would think, you know what I mean, when he at the top of the league. Let's just be real. Easy is the top guy right now. So for him to move like that, that's intelligent on his part.
Facts. Yeah, because I think Hitman couldn't get Geechee. He couldn't get Geechee, and I think a battle had fell through between this Hustle ain't fought. You know, shit fell through. So I think you know, Easy the hottest right now, like you said. He the best right now. So
yeah,
it's only right. You know, Hitman give you that look. I mean, they get it on. Yeah, man, BattleRap crazy right now. You got Kid Slade situation. So it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
it's a lot going on, man.
Man, I like that that some of them Jersey legends is kicking up too, man. I like what Shotgun Suge is doing. I like that he biting people's heads off again.
Yeah, Suge. Suge, who he just battled? Swamp. Or was it? No, he battled Swamp. Was it Saga? Yeah, he battled Saga.
Yeah.
yeah, he battled Saga. I think Snake Eyes battled Tay-Rock. Swamp. Danger Zone. My fault. Should battle Danger Zone from Baltimore, I think.
Oh, he's like he on a roll right now. What is it? 4 or 5?
Yeah, something like that. Who Suge?
Yeah.
Nah, Suge like.
It might be more than that.
Yeah, Suge probably like 8-0.
Yeah, and like he dismantling people. It's not like he not stumbling or nothing. Like he's going right in. Like he for the kill. You know what I mean? I hope he get back on that tier where we could see like like a Easy Suge or something. That'll be crazy.
Yeah. I hope that happens.
Man.
I hope that happens. That need to happen. That's necessary.
Shit, and my guy is Geechee, man, but I don't know, man. It's not really more else for him to prove, but I don't like I'm trying to say this right. Like I don't like the way his career is going.
Oh, you talking about who that? Geechee?
Yeah.
Geechee guy.
Man, I don't know. That's not even really what I want to say. I don't like I don't know if it's politics or whatever. I just I feel like, all right, I'll say this because we use the boxing analogy. Smack pretty much used Easy the same way that, a promoter would use a fighter in boxing, like a Roy Jones, for instance. Like, some fights shouldn't have happened. It tainted his it tainted his legacy. Mayweather kind of, he's in a position, he surpassed everybody, you know what I mean? Like he calls his own shots and he's clearly fighting whoever he wants to fight, whoever's giving him the check. And then, like Don King and Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I feel you.
But all in all, it's been dope. I'm looking forward to it.
My guy Rum Nitty, man. Looking forward to seeing. I like Rum Nitty. I want to see what he could do. It's a bunch of cats out there, man. That's A Ward. It's a bunch of cats out there, man.
He's a beast too. Damn, A Ward is crazy.
Ill Will.
Yeah.
Ill Will got Hollow the Don coming up.
That's gonna be a great battle.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great battle.
Hell yeah, it's a lot, man. It's so much, man. It's still so many potential battles, man. So
yeah, and you know how I felt. Clone's another one, man. That's my guy right there too.
He just had a dope battle with XL.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. You sent that to me too. I gotta check that joint out.
Yeah, shout out to XL. He did his thing.
It was close.
Yeah, it's close. I give it the Clone 2-1.
Oh.
Close.
Okay, I gotta check that out then.
Yeah. Give it the Clone. Who else? A Swamp went up against Young X. Big Young X from down. I don't forget where Young X from. I think from Carolina somewhere.
That's a lot of battlers coming out of Carolina nowadays too. Crazy.
T-Top.
Yep. Swamp, T-Top, News, right? Yeah, News.
Yep,
Bad News.
Snake Eyes and
he from Rocky Mount. You know what I mean? Shout outs to the Rock. But yeah, man, it's
bad news, all that.
It's gonna be dope, man. I think it's gonna be dope. This is gonna be I think 23 is gonna be a year for a lot of it's gonna be a lot of change, it's gonna be mixed up a little bit, man. And I see it even with the music, like I ain't gonna say drill is dying down, but you got the club music popping right now. Jersey Club done took over again. Philly Club is right behind them, which is crazy, And you remember we had some, man, that was an era right there, bro. You know what I mean? When the club music was prominent, bro, that was an era, bro. That's the only thing I wish is I wish that era was documented better, because it's it's unmatched. It's really unmatched, bro. You know what I mean? Going to Chrome and 923 and you know what I mean? Solo. You know what I mean? That was fun for us. You know what I mean? So yeah. All of them. What was that little spot? What was it called? 8th Street Lounge. Man, it's a lot of little spots, man.
What I said, Palmer's already, right?
Yeah. But and you know how they was getting. Yo, I don't think they really had a liquor license, bro. I think they was getting a, cause they was. Remember they was. Why would they? Remember they used to take They used to take pictures of our ID. You remember that? Yeah. Like I don't know. I think that was like a Philly loophole or something. Yeah, like because they was getting away with calling themselves the social club or something. You know? Yeah, man. But you know what I mean, all good times, bro, man. You know, I didn't really want nothing, man. I just called to chop it up with you. You know, really no pressure. You know what I mean? I'm doing my personal podcast, man. Little Cash Williams doing his personal podcast, man. And just talking to my guys. People, you know, we regular chopping it up all the time anyway. So from time to time, yeah, it ain't gonna be every time. I ain't try to hit you over the head every time, but you know what I mean? Your time is always respected, bro. And it's always dope. Our conversations is always dope, bro. And I appreciate you just, you know, taking a little time to chop it up with me. You know?
Hell yeah, man. Salute to you and your platform, man. Happy New Year, man. Blessings to you and yours, man.
Already,
anytime, man.
Yeah, anytime. Likewise, bro.
Yup, you already know how we do it.
All right, my G. Take care, man.
Easy.
One.